first, 25 championship points. Pole for Superheat A. Chrisen for Superheat B, and 22 points. McGoy, Baglin, Kalesia, Viapiana, Girardello, and Cini is your top 8 rows. They will all at least start.
A win here puts him on 250. Like we've already mentioned, needs at least P5 to secure that one. Engines fire up. They make their way out into the track. Let's go over who's starting where, and then after that, we'll go over who's got fresh boots on. It's Jensen Burnett and Kenzo Craigie on row number 1. Lev Krutulov and Noah Wolf on row number 2. Alexander Chartier all on his own on row number 3 with Oliver Rasmussen and Daniel Kelleher on row 4. Boris Lysen and Jon Pokala go from row 5. We did see her out on track earlier on. I think the injuries from yesterday have caught up with her now. Chiara Bettig not on track for this last race of the day. Paul Andriotis all on his own on row number 6. Filippo Sala and Sonia B will round out the first half of the field on row 7.
Row number 8, Zhang Jose and Sky Parker. Ella Hakkinen and Austin Gale go from row 9. Francois Cadal and Oscar Gallen have good chances to move up the order from row number 10. On 11, Clovis Nugared and Elliot Kaczynski. Roland Coclain and Maria Neto start on row 12. It's Stylianos Kolovos and Peter Stiller on the penultimate row of the grid, row 13. Completing row 14, 28 down to 26 drivers now with the withdrawal of Francis and Batig. It could be Carl Lutard and Leif Bomina completing the field here in this one. So, 5th place we've established. That's what Kenzo Craigie needs. Elsewhere in this category, he's the only major championship contender in this one. Yeah, because Turney's done. Costoya is done as well, and Martinez we've seen finish his 5 heats here today. So yeah, it could very much be Kenzo Craigie's day in terms of the championship if he can get this one over the line. 5 points was his deficit to Jacopo Martinez in the championship at the start of the weekend. And well, we know that Martinez is not going to be anywhere near the top 5, sorry, the top 8 for the intermediate scores. So yeah, that 5-point advantage has already turned over in the favour of Kenzo Craigie, but he's going to want more. He wants that pole position for Superheat A. He wants that clean sweep.
Certainly does. Can he get it? We're about to find out. Into the tram lines. I don't think they're going. They are going. It is lights out. We are racing. Down in towards turn number 1. It's a solid start from Burnett, but Craigie is off the road. The chance of a 5 out of 5 is not going to go his way, and his chance of pole position and the 25 championship points blinked in an eye. They vanished.
Well, he's going to have a charge back through the field here. That's been a very interesting start. We'd love to have a look at that one again. Lev Krutulov going wheel to wheel with the KR there. Alexander Chartier's had a good start. Look at Jensen Burnett. Jensen Burnett's gone. Jensen Burnett has disappeared up the road as Noah Wolf's going to go down the inside. Sorry, it's not Chartier, it's Danny Kelleher there, who's having the fight with Noah Wolf. This is all over 3rd place, and that's going to open the door for the 321 to step through. Great driving there from Jon Pokala for the CL, the Charles Leclerc Racing Team. Back comes Noah Wolf. Wolf's going to throw it down the inside. What a frenetic first lap here it would be.
It certainly was. So Burnett leads the way from Krutulov. Now it's Wolf from Pokala. Off the track, unfortunately, and out of the race is the CRG. That's Clovis Nugared. He will go no further. The Frenchman is out. Other drivers who I think are out in this one, Paul Andriotis, Ella Hakkinen, Stylianos Kolovos and Carl Luthart, they've all not clocked up on my screen here. But I've not seen an accident out there. In fact, I have seen an accident, because look at that in the wall. That might be the reason why they've not come through. But no, that's more. That's Alexander Chartier and Oliver Rasmussen. That is a new incident. Yes, so loads of drivers off on this first opening lap.
Well, we're down to 19 already from the 26 who started. Now, it's not completely done yet for Kenzo Craigie. Remember, he needs to get back. He needs to get back up to 5th. That reminds me of certain charges through the field for a certain hero of Kenzo Craigie's in years gone by. As out of the race is one of the Monster Ks. It's Leif Bomina who will go no further than lap number 2. Filippo Sala has just set the fastest lap of the race at the moment on a 50.677. Kenzo Craigie has just gone purple through sector number 1. Just to reiterate tyre situation, The top 5 rows all started with new tyres, so Kenzo Craigie has got new boots on. Is potentially going to need to use those. He's 11th at the moment. What is the gap up to where he needs to be? It is about 2.5 seconds.
Indeed, and that's very doable with the time we've got left. We're only going on to lap number 4 now. 3 laps have been completed. This is Filippo Sala and Johan Poccola. This is P4 and P5. That's the position that Kenzo Craigie needs to find himself in, and Filippo Sala has gone through. Poccola is the driver now holding on to the 5th place, magical 5th place spot that Kenzo Craigie needs to get that pole position for Superheat A tomorrow. But right now, he's got the work cut out for him here. As, well, right now they're not losing out in too much time. Here's a look at what happened in the earlier stages of that race. 3 wide here. How did this go wrong? Well, there's yellow flags are there. They've crashed going into yellow flags. That's a very strange one there. For the 2 drivers, and I think understandable reaction there.
Yeah, the race officials are not going to look too kindly on that one. Right, back at the front of the field, Burnett. This could be again another useful drive from Jenson Burnett, up to 6th place at the moment in the standings, in the intermediate standings that is. So that'll convert through to an inside of row number 2 start for Superheat B. Craigie up to 10th. So he's already back up to 2nd place in the intermediate classification. 228 points now as he's back up to 9th. So he's making progress here. The trouble he's going to have, Anthony, is the higher up the order he gets, the more and more and more he's going to meet fellow fresh tyre users in this race. It's going to be increasingly difficult to overtake. Having said that, he has just got another one. He's just got past Sunyi Bay for 8th. Next up, Boris Lyson. But hang on a minute, Boris Lyson's just gone purple through Sector 1 and Sector 2. Oh, and is setting a 49.970. This could be very helpful for Craigie, because Lyson would potentially pull him back towards Kelleher and Poccola, but he's not going to be easy to overtake.
No, he's not. And the fact that now he's getting higher up in this order, the gaps have started to open up a little bit more as well point. Now. Lyson is a full second further away up the road than him. And just gone purple. Daniel Kelleher is another 2 seconds further up the road or so from Boris Lyson. And remember, he needs to get all the way to Johan Poccola. And Poccola is another 4 seconds or so away from him to get into that position. He's been battling away, has Kenzo Craigie in that previous group further behind. I don't think he's going to have the time now. Is that a yellow flag at turn number 1? It is. Yep. So there is a driver off there. And I think that might be Oscar Gallen. Yeah, the Fusion Motorsport driver out of the race.
Down to 17 drivers remaining in this race. And for those out there who've started from the back of the field, this could be a bit of a reprieve for them of trying to make it through to that top 72. So we will have a selection of drivers heading home at the end of this race. If you want to join us tomorrow, you're very, very welcome to. We'll have every single race through the Superheats and then the finals kicking off at 9:50 local time here in Denmark. So set your watches for that one. Not done at the very front of the field in this race as well, Anthony. Jenson Burnett is being reeled back in, not only by Lev Krutilov, but also Noah Wolf. 50.3 for Burnett last time around. 50.2 for Krutilov, 50.0 for Wolf. Again, this could be another bit of a grandstand finish.
It certainly could be, and already we are seeing the fastest lap of the race once again from Kenzo Craigie. 49.9 again. He is the only one. No, he's not the only driver. 3 drivers have dipped into the 49s now on this one. But yeah, like you say, he is showcasing that pace. There was one of the stranded cars. I think that was Oscar Gallen there, been recovered back. There is Craigie. He's there in 8th place. Boris Lyson still quite a bit up the road from him.
Another feature, though, for Craigie to keep pushing on, which of course he's going to because he's a racing driver. He is getting now into the range where if some drivers ahead of him were to be unfortunate and get front fairing penalties, that could be a route back into the top 5 in a final result for Kenzo Craigie. Unlikely to get 3 of them, but not impossible.
No, certainly not impossible, but I've not seen any incidents that would suggest that any one of them would have one. So, again, I love your theory on that one. Sorry, I kind of just threw it out the window a little bit. But yeah, you're completely right on that one.
That's what I provide my theories for.
No, exactly, for me to throw them out the window so, with logic. But no, this is going to be an interesting one. It's definitely a tough one. Definitely with battles like this happening, yeah, we could see something. Now, is that a change of second, or is this going to be for the race lead? I think this is Wolf closing in on Jensen Burnett. It is. Fight for the race lead is not done just yet. Noah Wolf, who I don't think has won a qualifying heat yet this weekend, could be about to for the first time. Down the inside, gets through past Jensen Burnett, steps up into the lead, and Burnett's going to fight back. Now, this calls right back into the play of the likes of everyone else here. This will help out Kenzo Craigie here. If they all start to fight for position and bunch each other up, Kenzo Craigie has only just come around the corner that they just came round. This is all going to kick off now as Lev Krutulov sends it down the inside of Jensen Burnett and puts them through, but time is very quickly running out here, Andrew.
Yeah, only 3 laps to go after the culmination of lap number 10. Noah Wolf hits the front of the order. That's going to help him in the IC as well. It actually elevates him above the driver who's just overtaken. Jensen Burnett drops down to 7th place. Big lap this now for Noah Wolf. He needs a quick one to pull away from Lev Krutulov. Just to trek in with Kenzo Craig. Yeah, he's still 1.4 seconds behind Boris Larsen. He's still on course, though, for a pole position in Superheat B as things stand. He's got a 4-point advantage over Roman Kamyab in that regard. Roman Kamyab will be on the outside of row number 1 for Superheat A as things stand. And it's still a decent day for Craig in terms of championship. He's going to be the highest scoring driver through these 5 heats of the top 4 of Pistoia, Martinez himself and Joe Turney, and could be on for another big haul of points through those super heats tomorrow. No changes at the front of the order, Anthony. Noah Wolf has put in that quick lap. That's what he needed. He's got half a second over Krutulov now.
He certainly has, and Lev Krutulov simply can't do anything about it. He's got the move done on Burnett, but that is it. Yeah, nothing else has happened from that situation, which is, bad news for the rest of the drivers just behind, because, of course, Filippo Sala was starting to close in on that. Now they've stopped fighting. He's stayed there in 4th place. Daniel Kelleher also not able to gain any more positions here. He's got the 3 to his name. He is right on the rear bumper of Sala, who's on a 9th place gain, but still in a very good position nonetheless. For Kenzo Craigie, this is going to be a tough one, and this is going to be a tough one for him to swallow, but he's still going to be in a good spot tomorrow.
Yeah, he is going to be at the moment on pole position for Super Heat B. Here could be a late change as well, as Jensen Burnett, whose pace dropped a little bit 3 or 4 laps ago, seems to have come back to him, and he's going to have a fight here with Lev Krutulov for 2nd place. Keep an eye on Filippo Sala. Keep an eye on Danny Kelleher as well. We're going to have a 4-way scrap for 2nd place in this one. Burnett's got to the inside. Lev Krutulov gets the door shut there. Here comes Sala. Oh, Daniel Kelleher. What a lovely move that is. Oh, he just went a little bit too deep. He's still got the inside line, though, for this 2nd place. 3 wide again off of turn 11. Noah Wolf comes round the final corner, is going to win the final heat of the day. Will be on the inside of row number 2 for Super Heat B tomorrow. Very good work once again for the young Briton and the Van Amersfoort Racing by Birrell team. Lev Krutulov, 2nd in that one, will be high up the order as well for the Super Heats tomorrow. Danny Kelleher, like he did at Viterbo in the final of the last round of Champions of the Future, fights through to 3rd place. Some really, really good stuff there from the Irish driver. Sala 4th, Burnett 5th. Burnett drops to 8th in the intermediate classification. 6th for Boris Larsen, 7th for Joel Pokler, 8th for Kenzo Craigie. He misses out on 1st position in the intermediate classification with that result. He could still potentially be happy with that 2nd place that will give him pole for Super Heat B tomorrow It will also give him 22 championship points. Not the 25 he would have wanted at the start, but 22. Hey, that's still a decent haul and still more than his title rivals Costoya, Martinez and Turney are taking from this phase of the competition. Good drive from Elliot Kaczynski, up 13 places to 9th in the last